Hey folks, hope you're doing good. Remember, if you want to do me an intro, it's 4 seconds long. Just make some music for me, get it into the channel. We'll put it you at the start. That one was from Dea, one of my favorite guys. Very pleased that he did that for me. Right, now we've got the new format today. We're going to do a bunch of vids all in one go. I'm actually going to do 4 vids today because some of the tracks are a bit shorter, so we'll get through them a bit quicker. So we'll get about 4 done today, and I've got a massive list of bands as well. Tons to get through, so we need to get through the bands one way or the other. So we're going to do it this way today. First band, let's get them on the screen. This is a band called Strife. They got a track for us called Misunderstood, official music vid. Let's see what they got. Sounds pretty punky already. Nice guitar sound. Nice ping-ponging on the delay there with the vocal, goes to each ear. He's got a good rough voice. Bit of a political vid. We don't go into the politics too much on this channel, but we don't mind bands that like to make a statement, that's fine. Yeah, nice guitar tone on this part. You can hear the bass in the mix, and you know we like to go on about the bass on this channel because if there's anything that's going to go wrong, it's generally the bass. Now I can hear the bass in this mix, it's cutting through the mix, but what I will say is it's not got a lot of sub bass on there, you know, the real low end to the bass. So that as a result the music's kind of very MIDI. And I don't mean MIDI drums, I mean it's sat in the middle of the frequencies, not a lot of guts to it, you know, so they could have changed that a bit if they wanted to, just to give it a bit more oomph on the low end. It's a nice track, it's a good track, sounds professional, nice guitar tones. Real soundscapey, wide sound to them, nice. Yeah, that's a good tone. Nice. This is a totally different tone. This bit sounds great. Tone works really well on those chords. Nice tinging about on the ride and the drums there. Drums are quite back in the mix, you know, it's not heavily drum driven music either. That was nice, 2 guitar solos, 2 different tones. Gives your ears something to listen to. Oh, I thought we'd finish then. Oh, all right. Just wanted to flip us the bird at the end there. Well, thanks for that. Wow, there you go. That was Strife, Misunderstood. Nice track. I'm not quite sure how to describe this band because they've definitely got a punk edge to them. The music was quite raw as well. Certainly wasn't overproduced and all of that jazz. But it's had quite a nice rocky vibe to it as well. So yeah, not quite sure. Not that it matters. We're going to look at their Facebook, see what they say about themselves. Rock, punk and hard rock. Well, there you go. Exactly what we just said. Yeah, rock and punk kind of mixed up in a nice way. Nice tones on the guitars. So yeah, good stuff. Now have a guess where these guys are from. Toronto, of course. Another band out of Toronto and another, excuse me, different band out of Toronto. We haven't heard this kind of music out of Toronto yet, which is a surprise because we've heard almost everything else. But yeah, another nice Toronto band. Got all their influences, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, these are the kind of bands that you're looking for. Led Zeppelin. Good. Good band, nice tune, very nice guitar tones on both the guitars. Had good tones on this one. Nice stuff. Let's move on. Next track is by a band called Please Stand By, and the track is for further instruction. So it goes, please stand by for further instruction, which is a pretty cool way to play on your name. We'll get this up on the screen and hear what these guys have got.
This is not a test. There has been an outbreak. A highly contagious virus is spreading quickly across the globe.
I don't know if this has just come out, but it goes with the times.
All victims of the infection will be burned. Residents are advised to stay inside and lock all doors. Failure of acknowledgement will lead to wounds that may appear invisible to anyone unaware of the recent traumatic event. Help is on the way. Please stand by for further instruction. Please stand by.
Oh. Very fuzzy guitar tone. Sounds digital to me, but I like that. I'm a digital boy. Heavy. Yeah, listen to that tone. Nice mixing with the cutouts. Heavy. Yeah, because of the tone of the guitars and the way they've set up the drums. I'm not sure if they're MIDI drums, but I would guess that they are. But with the whole setup of this, to me it sounds what I would consider very new, because it's got the digital tones, it's got that kind of homemade producing on it. I love that. It's what I do myself. It's just got a different vibe to this music than older music, you know? It just sounds different. Comes across in a different way. I like it. Great voice. Deep. Just what you want to hear. Oh, we got a bit of singing. So I wasn't expecting this. It's a nice guitar tone. I'd be happy with that tone myself, to be honest with you. It's got that good digital, fuzzy, cut through the mix sound. Yeah. Now they could have cranked the bass up on this one as well. You can hear it, but could be bass to you, as I say. In my experience now, looking at these bands, if anything could have been cranked up a bit more, it's the bass. Getting the bass right is difficult though. If you just crank it that little bit too loud, it takes over everything. You lose all the clarity of your mix. And then if it's just a bit too quiet, it doesn't cut through as half as much as it really could. It's a real sweet spot thing with the bass volume, at least, and it's different for every bass tone that you use. So it's always a chore to get the bass right. Yeah, this one's heavy. Nice kind of, it's got a few vibes. It's heavy and brutal, but it's got those metalcore vibes to it as well, with the riffage and that singy part that we had. That was a bit metalcore-y as well. So yeah, it's kind of like brutal metalcore, which is really a new one because metalcore's getting even less brutal as the years go by. So to brutal it up a bit more is nice. Yeah. Nice. There's some good vocal layering in there as well. Higher and some real guttural stuff. Yeah. Nice. I enjoyed that one. As I say, I'm going to go ahead and call that brutal metalcore, which I think is a new genre. I haven't really come across brutal metalcore just yet. I don't know if you all agree with that. It doesn't really matter if you do or not because it's just a word. But yeah, let's see what they say about themselves. We're a 5-piece metal band from Ajax, Ontario. There you go. Another Ontario. Probably have them all from Ontario again. Fuck with us. That's all it says. And they're established in 2018. So I don't know what they consider themselves. Just to let people know, if anyone other bands are watching these vids beforehand, the way I'm going to do it now is I'm going to look at your video, then I'm going to look at your Facebook page because I run all my stuff through YouTube and Facebook now, and the Facebook side of it is probably taking off just as much, if not more, than the videos. So I want to link all the bands and stuff through my Facebook page when I put the vids up. So we'll be linking to your Facebook page, and I'm going to have a look on your Facebook page to see what you're all about. So if you like to keep the information on the down low and don't really say much about the band, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. I'm not saying, put as much information as you like out on there. But if you want people to know about you and you want them to have a bit of information on there, just put a bit on here about what you're about, your influences, things like that. Because people like me who are checking you out in this way, we like to see those kind of things. Oh yeah, they like this band and that's a band I'm really into as well. So yeah, cool. Just that kind of stuff really, you know what I'm saying? So very low on the information on these guys. As I say, that's fine if that's what you want to go with, no problem. But I can't really say too much more about it because So we're going to move on to the next band. This next band is called the Dominion HCHC. Excuse me. Now, I think this track's called Skid County, or that might be where they're playing, because it's a live performance. I think this one's going to be punk as well, because this was from a batch of submissions that I came across a bunch of punk bands. So let's see what these guys are all about.
Okay, nice.
Okay, nice. That was a quick one. Not at the end of the vid, am I? No.
This next song's about a place
That was a real quick one.
This band's heart. They love the place so much.
What do we call that place, Jerry?
Where are we going? Georgia!
There's been some fun on stage. They look relaxed and stuff. That's what we like to see. Having a good time. Oh, I can't hear it. It's superb. Let's turn it up. Punk. This sounds a bit more skatery punk. Kind of stuff you see on a skate vid or a BMX vid, something like that. Yeah. Got that good punk energy. The drums drive this music a lot. Then you just got that power chord riffage over the top. You can hear the bass as well. So the bass has come through on this recording. Bass is very important to this kind of music as well. These bands can be very kind of power chord guitar driven, but they always need a good bass line in there. And you need to be able to hear the bass very well with the drums, because it's the bass and the drums that set the actual groove, and then the guitar and the vocals are kind of the flavors on top. Yeah, these guys are good. They got a good energy. Oh, nice ride sound there. Yeah, tingy ride. I love a tingy ride. It looks like the drummer's a lefty, which actually you don't see all that often, I'll have to be honest. And the bassist. You lose the volume again? Yeah, we keep losing the volume there for some reason. Yeah, nice. Sliding all about the place. Yeah, you can see the drummer's really keeping the energy of the music going. The guitars, you know, they're doing all sorts in there, but it's the drummer that's keeping this high punk energy going. It's nice and tight. You've got to be in these kind of bands because of the high tempo. As I say, it's just a short one there. We've got some short vids going on today. Punky ones. Punk tends to be a bit shorter, but yeah, very, very nice, enjoyable band. Kind of skate punk, I would call this, purely because it's the kind of stuff you see on skate vids. You know, I used to be a skater, so I love all of this kind of stuff. It's the right kind of stuff for that kind of activity. It just gives you the right vibe when you're doing it all. So yeah, good band. Not really breaking the mold or anything like that, but that's fine. You know, not everyone has to be a progressive, you know, breaking the mold on the cutting edge kind of band. You just want good energy. You want a good live performance like we saw out of them there. That's good enough for me. Now, I'll give you one more guess where these guys are going to be from. Ontario, of course. So I should have made a count of how many bands we've had at Ontario. I'm going to guess about 100 now. Yeah, 100 bands. So ridiculous. They're an independent band. They're into hardcore street punk. They're from Halton County. Good band, good vibe, good energy. You know, skate onto this. That's what you want to do. Now we're going to move on to the last band. This one is even shorter at 1 minute 44. And I did ask these guys, have you got any more stuff? And the guy was like, yeah, I'll get back to you, no worries. And then he didn't. But that's pretty typical for bands in my experience, so don't worry about that. But this band is called Mr. Hands, and they've got a track for us called Vanilla Squirt. Now, I did have a quick look at this track because it was so short, and then I had a look at their Facebook, and it does say, I'll tell you, this is an interesting video, but it says they're fast, loud, grind, crossover, sleaze violence, step into the octagon, and get to know someone. So maybe that'll give you a flavour what this one's about. I'll get it up on the screen. It's going to be nice and short at 1:44, so it should be a good blast of grind. Let's see what they got.
We only got like 65 more songs to go. And quick like a band-aid.
You see them things on there? See the thing?
Just a three-piece, no bassist. Cool.
And that's not paid, that's squat.
Yeah. Nice grind tone. Here we go. This is what they mean by sleaze violence. I've not seen anyone do a concert into someone's crotch, but now I have. Sounds like the kind of stuff you want to hear when that's the description of the band. You'd be disappointed if it was anything less than this. Drummer looks good in his gimp mask as well. Or is it a wrestling mask? I'm not sure. Loud, dirty. Oh, he's going outside. Deep. We've got no bassist, and it sounds deeper than half the bands we've heard that have. Part of that is a recording, but still. Yeah. Now, the crowd need to have a bit more energy, and if I'm a bit honest, for a grind concert, you know you're meant to be getting down, but it looks like it's a midday concert somehow. And there you go, I'm rattling on so much, we've got to the end of the track already. But there you go. Sorry, Mr. Hands, I would have put another track on if you'd have sent it me, but you didn't get around to it, so you're going to have to do that in the future. Send us some more music, because I enjoyed that one. I'm a grinder boy, and not in the app way. But yeah, good stuff. Loud, heavy, dirty, crotchy, I guess you could say. Let's have a look at their Facebook. And I've told you everything that's on their Facebook. There's no more information on here. As I say, that's absolutely fine by me. I don't mind if you just want to write a couple of sentences. But if you're going to send vids into my channel and you want us to talk about your band a little bit more afterwards, then yeah, it's going to be Facebook that I'm looking at. All right. So that's going to be it for today. How many did you do? 5 bands? No, 4 bands. 4 bands today. Usually do 3, but I did 4 today because of the 2 short ones that we had. So I thought, well, we'll throw them in together. It looks like we had mostly punk on the channel. Bit of grindcore as well. I'm not sure where this last band was from, but if they're from Ontario, and they are, that's every band we've done today from Ontario. So today we've had punk, we've had rock, we've had skate punk, and we've had dirty, filthy crotch grind, and it's all been from the same area. So Ontario, you're killing it. I've said it a million times now, but you're killing it. Great scene. All you can say. I hope you enjoyed these videos today, guys. And in this format, let me know if you prefer this format or the old format. And don't forget, if you want to write me 4 seconds of music for the intro, get it done, get them sent in to me, because I haven't had enough sent in just yet. Hope you enjoyed that. See ya. Bye.